This symbol is a symbol of friendship. Anyone who knows this symbol is a true friend. We will take our symbol back. This is the story of a group of kids who try to save the world. Yes, there is the big reference. I'm reading 20th Century Boys at the moment. Naoki Urasawa's manga has charmed every last one of my brain cells, and man, those symbols Onigashima is plagued with are very similar to the ones on that scene and masterpiece. I do feel like Kenji underdid when he found those symbols everywhere in his chaotic reality. Now they are in One Piece too. And talking about 20th Century Boys, I can't express enough how Tama gives me the same warmth, joyful feeling as when I read that classic manga. The youngest generation is also in the affray. This little girl is also fighting to free her beloved Wano. This kiddo wants to save the world. I was going to write in my script, "Oh, Tama's revolution starts now," but that would not make justice to the brave character she is. Her insurrection comes from further, from the flames of the rebellion of Hishaniki podcast The Ace. We met this little Kunoichi in the shores of Kure, a little round captured for causing trouble and bad-mouthing the evil guys. Does she remind you about someone else? Her fighter spirit is immense, even against the worst possible situation. She is like Luffy in that way. They both want to fight for a promise. It doesn't matter the risk. They have inherited the strength from the people they love. And now she's in Onigashima. She embarked in Speed's ship, the first gifter she tamed. Thanks to the Devil Fruit, a Kibidango producing ability which allows her to tame any type of animal. This is a cultural reference to the classic Japanese folklore hero Momotaro, a kid who tames different beasts in order to defeat the evil ogres of Onigashima. Our beloved Kunoichi spent every single second of the journey producing those kibitangos, taking them off her cheeks, even though that took her to an exhaustion state. She knows every kibitango she pulls off will be one more lie. Her devil fruit is the biggest possible asset the raid of Onigashima has in terms of turning the tables. Metaphorically and literally. I hope Sub-Zero bought a white paint bucket to change those gold board balls. Just think about it, the 100-beast empire Kaido has been building over the years, trading with Joker and Caesar Clown, being crumbled to decaying hours by a little 8-year-old kid.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
The plan is being backed up by the most lion-hearted cowards in the world, Usopp the Sniper King and Nami the Burglar Cart. These two chaotic pirates have, in my opinion, the best chemistry ever. So having these kind of comedy gags in the saga of Wano is part of my joy reading this manga. I've missed them a lot in that way, but now I am glad that Oda is taking his time to showing us their pure essence, like the one you're seeing on screen right now.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Yes, the trolling duo strikes again. Some people don't realize how big the bond between Usopp and Nami is. At the beginning of their story as pirates, Nami stabbed her hand, resulting in a pretty serious wound. All of this in order to fool Arlong's pirates and saving Usopp's life. Usopp repaid his debt, giving her a unique ability to fight due to her talented scientific climate knowledge and her talent as a navigator. And all of this confidence and love is shown in the way they tease each other, with confidence but in a very wholesome way. Franky doesn't get talked enough by the fanbase when it comes to fighting style. This character is unrepeatable in the whole universe of One Piece. An engineer, shipwright, who is able to create all kinds of cyber devices in a world of pirates. He avoided his own death, leaving part of his humanity behind, switching his vital organ for a scrapped machine component. I mean, this man made a Coca-Cola freaking fuel to make the Sunny Go ship skyrocket into the air whenever the crew needs to escape. This man is a freaking mind ahead of his time.
Telling you, the government has a car that runs on water, man. They just don't want us to know, because then we'd buy all the water. Then there'd be nothing left to drink but beer. And the government knows that beer will set us free.
He is fighting Sasaki, a Toby Roper Triceratops. We haven't seen Frankie Shogun fully docked since Punk Hazard, and what a good mecha pilot Frankie is. The new attack we see in this chapter is called Vive Victory Flash. This magnificent swordsman move has apparently cut through the thick skin of the dinosaur, who seems to be feeling great pain from the gigantic sword named Franken. This attack is a clear reference to a Super Sentai anime called Voltus V. Eiichiro Oda has openly claimed in interviews he's a big robot freak, and that if he hadn't done a pirate manga, he would have definitely chosen to write a mecha robot fictional story. About Sanji's part, it happened what we expected. He defeated every single man in the room, but he did not lay a hand on any woman. And we know why this is, because he would be breaking the sacred rule that exists since the age of dinosaurs, the teaching that his father Zev passed to him. Listen up, Sanji. You can make all kinds of mistakes as a human being, but if you ever set foot off the path of a proper man, then I'll cut off your balls and slit my own throats. Because that's what a parent does. Don't be the type of person I despise. We know how serious Sanji is about his chivalry code. Even if it means death, he won't ever hurt a woman. But then, how can he save Robin? Black Maria is going after her. They are threatening to capture his Nakama, because by the end of this war, they will torture her to obtain all the knowledge from the poneglyphs. But Sanji said the best thing he could have ever claimed. It surprised me, and also broke a little that old-fashioned mentality he sometimes displayed. He plainly stated they are no match for Nico Robin's empowerment, the child that endure a living hell. They shouldn't diminish her, they should fear her. Sanji was the one that trusted her blindly during the Enies Lobby saga. He was able to see through her big white lie. She elaborated in order to save them, and he assaulted alone an enemy train just to avoid her sacrifice. He would have died for her, and he knows she would have done the same for him. So, in conclusion, what Sanji wants to tell Black Maria is...
Silence, wench. I do not wish to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy.
The chapter ends with a mysterious silhouette of a person who is aiding the Red Scarabs to heal their wounds. I've seen so many memes about it that I can only say that I love being part of a One Piece community. I wish it was one of them, or maybe the Fleet Admiral Condoriano. But let's be honest, it will be either Hiyori or Toki. Thanks for watching another weekly review. I will be here until the very end of this journey. Stay safe, my Nakama.